Ducati's Panigale resides near the pinnacle of the sport bike pantheon, starting with the $15,000 959, then upward to the $20K Panigale 1299. Not exotic enough for you? Then pony up an extra $5,700 for the upspec 1299S. Or, if your wallet's really thick, treat yourself to the sensational 1199R Superbike homologation special, priced around 35 grand. But when you're especially flush with cash and you really want to stand apart from the crowd, consider parking the ultra exotic Panigale Superleggera in your ritzy garage. Well, actually, all 500 of the limited edition sex machines have apparently been sold, so your kid's college fund might be safe from its $65,000 MSRP. Ducati aimed to make its flagship as light as possible, a goal which literally gave the Superleggera its name. Superleggera is Italian for super light. And it's not an empty promise. Every weight-saving tactic has been employed to yield a bike claimed to scale in at just 342 pounds dry. Steel is traded for titanium. Aluminum and plastic is traded for magnesium and carbon fiber. And this endows the Superleggera with an otherworldly sense of agility for a 1200cc sport bike. The S and the R Panigales were already quick to steer, but the Superleggera sets a lofty new standard. Many times at Chuckwalla Valley Raceway did I turn into corners too strongly, forcing a steering correction before I became accustomed to its supernatural responsiveness. The SL would have a good power-to-weight ratio with a lawnmower engine, but here we've got a purported 205 ponies on tap, 5 more than the sadly down-market 1199R. Ducati's first use of electronic wheelie control is appreciated here, as this much power in a chassis so light means the front end is almost always trying to levitate, and in the strong crosswinds at Chuckwalla, a front tire not touching the ground became a liability. Now, I like wheelies more than most, but employing Ducati's wheelie control resulted in lower lap times because the throttle never needed to be rolled back. In terms of pure performance, it's hard to imagine the Superleggera is scads faster around a racetrack than an 1199R or even a 1299S. But the difference in agility and responsiveness is something you can feel from the saddle, transforming the Panigale from superb to heavenly. There's probably a lot of you out there who believe $65,000 is an outrageous price to pay for a motorbike, and you'd be right. And yet the pleasure of riding a Superleggera, and even looking at its exquisite moto jewelry, makes its stratospheric price tag seem almost reasonable. For the full review, make sure you visit motorcycle.com.